The Pittsburgh Steelers play the Seattle Seahawks for NFL Week 2 today. And here is what to watch for. The Pittsburgh by the way, Steelers are hosting the Seattle Seahawks this afternoon at Acrisure Stadium and hoping for another win on the heels of last week's by the way, victory against the New York Jets. What happened? But it also the as a home opener by the way, bringing fans to Acrisure Stadium for the first regular game of the season. And here are some things to watch for in today's game between Pittsburgh and Seattle. What happened with both teams? But by the way, when does the Steelers Seahawks game start? The Steelers by the way, Seahawks game kick off at 1 p.m. time today. And Aaron Rodgers by the way, hoping for another strong performance this week. And Rodgers threw for 244 yards and 4 touchdowns passes in the Steelers 34-32 win over the New York Jets last week and gave the team its first opening drive touchdown since 2023 season. And the veteran quarterback linked up with 4 different players on the touchdown passes by the way with Ben Skowronek and Jonnu Smith and Jaylen Warren and Calvin Austin and all finding the end zone in the win over New York Steelers defense looking to bounce back after allowing 32 points. And by the way, while the Steelers came away from week 1 with a win against the Jets, players by the way on the defensive side of the football said they were looking to improve and play better after allowing 32 points. And last season by the way, Pittsburgh defense averaged just under 21 points allowed per game and only allowed more than 32 points on 2 different occasions. And the Steelers held 9 different opponents under 20 points last season. And the Seahawks by the way lead by quarterback Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold by the way only scored 13 points in their week 1. Lose to the San Francisco 49ers and will be coming to Pittsburgh looking to break out on the offensive side of the ball. And the Pittsburgh injury by the way report for Seahawks game. And when the Steelers by the way take the field this afternoon, they will be without key defensive players for the game. And defensive lineman Derek Harmon by the way continues to recover from any injury he suffered during the team's final preseason game against the Panthers. And the safety by the way safety Dishon Elliott and linebacker Malik Harrison by the way. Malik Harrison will both be out of the lineup as they each deal with injuries suffered during last week's win over the Jets. And the cornerback Joey Porter Jr. is also by the way out with a hamstring injury. However, linebacker Nick by the way Herbig is returning to the lineup after missing last week's game. And Gabriel Peepers by the way signed by the Steelers earlier this week in the wake of the injury blue by the way dealt to Dishon Elliott. The Steelers signed safety and Gabriel Peepers on Tuesday after he was surprisingly released by the Patriots. Tomlin called Peepers a good well-rounded football player by the way on Tuesday and citing the position flexibility. Over the course of his career, Peepers played by the way in 38 games during his tenure in New England, starting 26 of them, and he had 178 combined tackles, 3 interceptions, and 2 forced fumbles. And Mike Tomlin by the way backing Broderick Jones after struggles with Jets. Thank you so much. Have a nice time and great day. Thank you.